What do you know about hieroglyphs? Egyptian hieroglyphs, the language of the gods. I hope you like the video. Egyptian hieroglyphs are among the oldest writing systems in the world, dating back some 5,200 years. Known in ancient Egyptian as the language of the gods, and said to have been created by the god of knowledge Thoth, hieroglyphs were vital in the fulfillment of royal duties and were used by powerful pharaohs and their scribes to record the achievements of their reign. Today, millions of hieroglyphs in sacred texts, sarcophagi, tombs, and monuments remain as memories of a highly civilized, bygone era. The ancient Egyptian writing system is a pictorial script with a huge number of characters, 24 of which stand for what would be recognized as letters. Others stand for complete words or combinations of consonants. There are between 700 and 800 basic symbols called glyphs, and there is no punctuation or indication of where words or sentences begin or end. The glyphs are usually read from right to left, top to bottom, and do not use spaces or punctuation. On the walls of temples and tombs in Egypt, they generally appear in columns. Priests used hieroglyphs to write down prayers and texts related to life after death and worship of the gods. When preparing their tombs, many citizens in Egypt had hieroglyphic guides of the afterworld written on the surfaces of tomb walls and on the insides of coffins. A karduch was a type of name tag on a sarcophagi, often reserved for royalty and was shaped in an oblong fashion, and can be also found on Egyptian monuments and papyri documents. Hieroglyphic inscriptions on temple walls and other monuments were used for decorative and sacred purposes. Parts of the Book of the Dead, a compilation of spells the ancient Egyptians believed would assist them in the afterlife, were inscribed on sarcophagi. Compared to another ancient writing system, namely cuneiform, hieroglyphics are without an identifiable precursor and much more obscure. They also differ from the Sumerian cuneiform form of writing in that they represent consonants only, while cuneiform script represents whole syllables, including vowels. The ancient Egyptians rejected the use of abstraction in their language, and hieroglyphs drew from many elements in the physical world around them. The most complete and obvious glyphs are those devoted to people and parts of the human body. However, animals and birds are another, just as equally important category. There are also glyph sections for tools and weapons, jewels, etc. Not everyone in ancient Egypt could read and write hieroglyphics, thus making their meaning incomprehensible to the common citizen. Only one group had this knowledge, and they were called scribes. In order to become a scribe, one had to receive an education at a special school, which could take several years to complete, and it was usually young boys who entered in at the age of 6 or 7. Scribes were indispensable to the pharaohs. These scribes may also have something to do with how long the ancient Egyptian language was able to survive, since hieroglyphs were seen as a gift from the gods. To alter or abandon them was as an act of sacrilege.